All right, so we got this sign up page. We have these fields: name, email, and password. So password should not be visible, so we have to do something with that. And we don't want the email to get prefixed, the auto capitalize the first character. So let's see how we can control that. Let's start from the name. So we got the name, value, auto capitalize. So probably on the name you want to auto capitalize each word. For example, when I type Ryan Dungel, it would be nice if you can capitalize this one as well, right? If you could capitalize D as well, something like that. Okay, so that one you can pass the prop called auto capitalize, auto capitalize true. Make sure to use the curly brace, not the string. All right, so once you have that, let's give it a try. Ryan Dungel. Actually, it's not happening. Okay, it is auto correcting as well. That is also something we have to disable. We don't want to auto correct the name. So that would be auto correct. We make it false. Okay, now let me also give it a try by reloading. So let me go to device, stake, reload. Let me try Ryan Dungel. Okay, it's not actually working. Alright, so I actually had to restart the device. So I had to restart for that to work. So if you still see autocorrect, make sure to restart. And this one, auto capitalize, actually it's not true. It should be words, string words. Alright, so each words we want to auto capitalize. For things like that, you can always check the documentation as well. So if you search for React Native, let's search for text input. You come down here, you can see the props auto capitalize. So you can pass these properties, these values of characters. It will auto capitalize all characters or the words, first letter of each word. Sentences, that's the default one, and none. Alright, so we tried words. Okay, so that's that. So for name, value, set value, auto capitalize and auto correct, I think that's all we need. So let's go on to email. So for the email, we want the autocomplete type. Let's put that after this one. So autocomplete type, we use email. Autocomplete type email. Autocorrect we don't need for this one. Keyboard type, we can give the value of email address. And for the last one, for the password, we can use secure text entry so that it is not visible. We give the value of true. And we also want to make it autocomplete type password. That way it will not autocomplete. Alright, so autocomplete type we give password. Alright, so with that, let's give it a try. So we got the name, we got email, ryan@gmail.com, and password. Okay, so it's probably I have to reload. Okay, let's try. Ryan, bingo, Ryan. Okay, so it should be lowercase. Email should be. Actually, I'm sorry, it's my bad. We have been passing these props, but since we're reusing this user input component, we're not using any of those values, right? So we're using only value and unchanged text. So anything we pass as value, it's not actually working because we haven't take those props in this user component. Okay, so we did our part here. It should be good here. So we have all these properties used. Now let's go to user input and let's access these ones. And based on the props that we have passed, we're going to decide whether this is for password. Secure entry should be true, so it will not be visible. Autocomplete should be type of email. So all that will work once we access these props, right? These props in user input. So let's go. So first we need to make sure to destructure the value. So we are getting auto capitalize. We're getting the props of keyboard type, and we're also getting secure text entry. All right, and we can also give the default value as well to these ones. So if you don't pass any of these props, so each time you use this user input here, now you're using the sign up, later maybe you will use it in another screen, maybe sign in, right? So you may not pass all the fields all the time. For example, secure text entry is passed on the password field, but not when using this component for the email or for the name. So these props will be different based on whatever we're using, right? So you can always give the default value here. So auto capitalize, by default you can say none. So by default you will not try to auto capitalize unless it has been passed as props. All right, so keyboard type, you can give the default value of default. And secure text entry, by default it will be false. It will be true only when it is used for the password. All right, so we got these default values as well for each of these props. Now we can start using them here. So text input, autocorrect, we give it false. We didn't pass any autocorrect from there because in all those the fields, the sign up and sign in, obviously we don't want to autocorrect because it's not, it's not writing blog post or anything. So autocorrect always false. Auto capitalize, so whatever value we get, that we will use. Keyboard type also, whatever we get, that we'll use. If we don't get anything, it will be default by default. And secure text entry, if it has been passed as true, that will be used here. Awesome. All right, so with that, I think we're good to give it a try. So let's give it a try. Let me shake the device and let's try. Okay, now this is working. Each word's capitalized, so that's nice. ryan@gmail.com, and password, now you can see it is secure text entry. So that's great. We have customized the text input for the name, email and password. So the next thing we want to do is create a submit button, right? So we can also make that usable, and that button can be used in the sign up and sign in page, and maybe in some other pages as well in future.